Good morning. Well, we have Trump out there bragging now. First it was, you just need to vote this time and then never again. Don't worry, got it all taken care of now. Well, now he's saying, I don't even need your votes. Okay, I don't need your votes. We've got it rigged. Okay, no matter what the Democrats do, they can't win. We've got it rigged. I don't need your votes. We've got people, apparently what they're doing is putting people in all the swing states into in the vote centers that will not ratify the votes, as I understand it. They don't want to ratify the votes. They want it to go through the courts, and then if it gets the Supreme Court, okay, they would make Trump the president. So we're looking at the energy of it now as it stands today. So don't freak out no matter how this comes out. But we'll see, because I'm sure that the Democrats are well aware of this now, what they're planning. So how is this going to work? What is the determination on this of the Repugly Uglies manning up the voting and then not ratifying it? So what's going to happen with their plan? How is this going to go? So it's about the message that's coming out, the message about what's taking place, what they've got in motion, what they've got in place. You know, they've got, underneath of it, they've got people they're working with, okay? So the energy coming into this is the history. You know, the last time they tried this with the fake electors. So they say they've learned from that. First one was a trial run, but now we know what we needed to change. We've done that, and now we're going forward. So what's going on now? It's about the message about the actions that they're taking. Okay, they're ramping up the actions. They've got, they said they've got the people in place. The challenge is, I would say the challenge is the truth and the strong arm and understanding what's going on. Okay? The challenge is understanding what they're planning. The outcome, juggling. So it doesn't look like it's going to be as easy as they think, that it's a shoo-in at this moment. On one side of it, we have justice. And on the other side of it, we have this, again, trying to get away with this. Okay. So underneath of it all, we have their dark illusion, their dark delusion, and the people that are working on this together, crossing it. There is a battle with it that's taking place when it comes to the White House, and underneath of it all, overturning this, hanging it up, because it is absolutely toxic. Okay? So yeah, they're absolutely trying to implement this, and they think if they get it in the Justice Department, they could maybe get away with it. The theft of the election. Okay? They have those that are in the 2025 mode. These people that they've got infiltrating these areas, and it is a battle, crossing it is a battle for the White House. And ultimately, they are trying to overturn it, hang it up. And this is their plan, their toxic plan. So I want to look at Which one do I want to look at? The strongman, that's the challenge, or underneath of it all, the hanging it upside down? Okay. Let's go ahead. We'll use both of them, but first, let me grab the other deck so that I have this card too. We'll start with the strongman. Okay, what about the strongman? Is this the holder of truth, or is this the other edge of the sword, the strongman that's, shifty. So when it comes to the strongman, it's about, being able to move it forward, taking this action being taken. Above it, we have the person above it that is the leader, a go-getter, that's above it. The foundation is the harsh arm of truth and the harsh arm of the law. Okay. One side of it, we have this trying to move this forward with this manipulation. Okay. Underneath of it, we have democracy, the Democrats, Biden, okay, rapidly taking action. Crossing it is being pushed to the edge with an overflowing cup of what's being given out. So, they're pushing, and then again, it looks like the other side now is aware of it, the foundation of it, that they're trying to move this forward and manipulate the election, okay? And the strong man in the middle, I think these are the advisors on both sides as to what to do to power forward, okay? So now let's look at this. Ultimately, underneath of it all, this hanging it up, overturning it. So what about overturning it, hanging it up? Out in the cold. Okay. Underneath of it, we have the burden. Okay, we have the burden of knowing they're going to try to hang it up, that they're outside of the church, or is outside of legality, outside of what should be done, trying to hang it up. They've got this plan already, implementing it. They're already taking steps with the foundation of steel in mind. They want to steal the election 100%. On one side, we have what's being offered. When it comes to these, the wealthy men, the merchant trying to buy the election, okay? So when it comes underneath the burden, we have to understand about everything that we need to know to control, to hold on to this. We need to have all the knowledge. We need to have we need to get things in place. Crossing it, we need to have the right people, okay? Understanding what's coming down, not liking it. It is still a battle. I keep getting that it's a real battle. And I think this is, again, Kamala, too. There's a battle for Kamala and holding on to strength, to power. So at this point, it looks like the Democrats are aware of what they are doing, that they're implementing it, that we have a tough battle ahead when it comes to this. Okay. I asked about Kamala. She knows what's going on, it looks like, because again, we get the same cards. We have they're taking steps in motion with a new action because of this attempted overturning of an election. I asked if Trump thinks he's got it in the bag. Well, we've got the lid on things. He thinks that they can maybe contain it because he keeps talking about their experts, and I've talked to them and they know. But we have the history. So he's thinking that they've told him we've got this, and he's thinking that he's pretty much got it in the bag. Okay, I asked about Biden. He knows the cup of abominations overflowing. We have the message about an action, and then again, the strong arm of the law and truth. So it looks like Biden's aware. And at this point in time, I don't see a shoe-in for either side, really. They're both, looks like both of them are jockeying for some sort of a position. I asked if we're going to lose the White House. Now, of course, Kamala could win, but they could cheat and steal, okay? But I have that there is in motion the fight, the action taking place. They have the experts there that are working to balance and temper this, okay? So they are actively aware that Trump thinks that they can steal the election. But they are quite actively aware on it, and it's not going to be this shoo-in that they think it's going to be. I asked about Kamala being in the White House, and we have this, investigation looking deep, this holding on, and they are, again, charging forward with this. So they're actively looking into this drama that the ultra-right, the Antichrist movement is putting into place. They're well aware of it, and they are charging forward with this to make sure that Kamala gets in office. But we'll have to wait and see how this is playing out. I'm going to ask the Lenormand, what can you tell me on this? What can you tell me about this? So at the center of it, we have waking up. Waking up, being woke. Underneath of it, we're looking at the sacrifice. Above it, the younger generation. Foundation is the direction. One side of it, we have a doorway. And this is the cross to bear. I mean, I think this is this important part in history that we are coming into that we have to pass. Okay? I think this is probably either Kamala or just the people in general, the sacrifice. What's crossing it? Yeah, this is a hard lesson to learn, difficult, but it's, again, the pearl of great price, finding out what's there, the friends, and what's being eaten away by their obstructions. So it's a time in history for all of us to really engage in this at this point in time is what it's looking like. But don't forget, with this, I keep getting the wheel. I keep getting the wheel that this is karmic and that it's going to play out. And this is part of the, I guess you could say, a learning curve. So on that note, I'll leave that here, and we'll see you online.